Hello, Happy New Year from the 89th floor of Taipei 101 here in Taiwan. Hey Russ, thank you for joining me here in Taipei. This is John Sabo, FarEastAdvTravl, Taipei 101. I'm on the 89th floor. Happy New Year, Jinyan Kuai from Taiwan. Oops. Thanks for the hearts. It's just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon on New Year's Day. Yes, there is smog. The pollution rating is high. It was high last night. Actually, a lot of people, over 1 million people gathered around this building. Hey, Jerome, man, Happy New Year, my friend. Over 1 million people gathered around here to watch the fireworks last night. I'm going to post that up on my podcast, FarEastAdvTravl, for you to check out. I took a walk around last night and show you the crowds and the fireworks, and now I'm back up here on top. Hey, from Oregon, give me a shout out where you are as well. Mr. Bentley, nice of you to join me here. Give me a shout out where you are in the world. Love to say Happy New Year to you. Had lots of people viewing last night. I was able to get enough bandwidth to do a Periscope around 11 o'clock at night, but after that it was absolutely impossible. Hey Russ, could not get bandwidth. I would have loved to have scoped. Thank you, Michael. Happy New Year to you, my friend. I would have loved to have scoped the fireworks last night, but it was absolutely impossible when you've got over 1 million people with mobile phones all gathered in pretty much a small area. Absolutely impossible to get enough connectivity to do a Periscope. So I thought I'd make it up to you and come up here today and give you some spectacular views. It is a holiday here, but not necessarily, they don't really call it New Year. It is New Year as a holiday, but it's more National Day is kind of what it comes under. But it is a holiday here in Taiwan. Christmas, by the way, is not a holiday here. Everybody works on Christmas Day. And I can root it. Okay, I did. Well, I got. You know, that's good advice, and maybe for next year I'll do that. I just wasn't up to speed on that. I should have done my homework and realized that was going to happen. Hey, happy National Day to you too. Thank you so much. Still got some of the Christmas decorations here, and we're looking towards the east right now. This is actually where a lot of the typhoons come in from that make it this far, and we're out of typhoon season right now, but usually the bad weather comes from this direction. And yes, it's a stabilizer, my friend. Yes, yes, yes. That's what makes it kind of smooth and easy. And it kind of makes the broadcast look a little bit better quality-wise, the streaming, than it normally is. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. It's great to hear from you. Miss you too, my friend. Take care. All the best to you and your family. I'm just going to take a walk around. There's 3 observatory floors here in Taipei 101. If you've never joined me on one of these periscopes before, the 88th and 89th floor are indoor observatories, and the 91st is an outside one. But today they have it closed due to weather conditions. So there has been some wind gusts. I'm assuming it's because of the wind gusts. I mean, you could literally get blown right off the building because it does get quite windy up there, and they will typically shut it down for typhoon when a typhoon's coming as well. Oh, hey, that's great. Yeah, that would be great to be there too, my friend. Say hi to Jack and Marita for me. Just getting back to the, there definitely is a haze, and the pollution levels are high here at the moment, and they have given warnings for people to wear masks that have any sort of breathing, chronic breathing issues like asthma or anything like that. So the levels are a little bit higher than normal right now. They used to be a lot worse before Taipei put in an MRT system in the 90s. In the 90s, Taipei was really, really a terrible place for pollution levels, but it has improved since that. More and more people use public transit. What else can I tell you? Well, this was the tallest building in the world for 6 years, from 2004 to 2010. And then the Burj Khalifa in Dubai when it was finished, took that spot. So by all means, like I said, give me a shout out where you are in the world. Love to say hi to you. Happy New Year from Taipei. Jinyan Kuai Lo is what we say here, what local people say, which is the same thing they say for Lunar New Year as well. And these are, hey Missouri, hey Los Angeles, thanks for joining me here. And hello Canada, my homeland. Feel free to share the broadcast as well. Just swipe the screen left to right on iOS or up and down on Android, or just tap that number that you see in the corner there, and you can share that with everybody. That'd be awesome. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. Saba, I love Saba. Kota Kinabalu, I love Kota Kinabalu, love Saba. Thank you for joining me. Louisiana, hey, thanks for inviting your followers. And Taiwan is a very mountainous country and island. So 80% of the country is mountains, only 20% is inhabitable. That's why it's one of the densest populated places in the world, because 23 million people live on 20% of this small island here. And you can see, just from the topography here, how the mountains sort of are very much a part of the landscape. Good morning to you. Happy New Year. Is it New Year already where you are? Let me know. I know the West Coast, or the East Coast of North America has brought in the New Year. I think the West Coast is still waiting. Happy New Year to you. Most everybody's brought in the New Year. And had a lot of people viewing last night. It was really cool when I was just below here, a few floors below. Still in 2015, okay. So still had lots of viewers last night when I was 89 floors below, and there was over 1 million people crowded around here. But it's always a good event here, always a safe event in Taipei. Hey, aloha to you, Hawaii. Nice of you to join me here. Thank you. Xie. And it's not a terribly crowded day today. I had to wait maybe about 15 minutes to get a ticket. But as you can see, the floor is not as busy as it usually is. Dig Dessert Photo. Hey man, how are you? How are you, mate? Nice to see you, hear from you. This, I want to show you a couple of landmarks here. We can see from above, and you can see lots of people are crowded. Lots of people like this view here. And we're facing slightly east, and that orange roof building there is the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. Very, very beautiful building here. It's the architecture is a mixture of east and west, and it was built, I think it was finished about 1972. And then just above it you can see that arena, and that's the new Taipei Arena. It looks like they're going to get it finished hopefully in 2016. Oh, awesome. Well, you will love Cambodia. I know you will love Taiwan for sure. And that sounds like a great itinerary. Happy New Year to you. And if you're just joining me on the 89th floor of Taipei 101 in Taipei. And the highest you can go here is the 91st floor, but they have it closed off today because of the weather conditions. So I'm just assuming there has been some wind gusts, that it's due to wind. And they actually only ever have half of the floor opened up because it's so big. They can only cover only a certain part. Security can only cover a certain part, I've been told anyway. So they usually only keep it facing west, which is, they're nice views, people like it. But today it's closed, so we've only got the 88th and 89th floor. And this is my favorite floor to look out. It's a very big city. Just Taipei proper, which is the city core, is approximately 2.5 million people, but New Taipei City, which is the surrounding area of the core of Taipei, is over 8 million people. Kentucky, hey, how are you? I love the South. I hope you're doing well down there. I know that you guys got hit bad with the floods and everything, and I really feel for you, and I hope everybody is safe now. And it was just a real tragedy to see the tornadoes and the flooding, and I hope you guys are all doing well down there. And I guess everybody is, a lot of people are in bed now, or enjoying the New Year festivities wherever they are. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much. I know it is really amazing. And this is, I've got some nice light. I like this view here right now. I might stay here for a couple of minutes. And that bare spot that you see kind of just before the ridge, the mountain ridge, yeah, you could definitely get lost, is Songshan Airport, which is the regional airport, mostly regional, but they do have some international flights that go to China, and I think some go to Japan from that airport. And of course, it's much more convenient and much closer to the city than Taiyuan. Taiyan's about an hour outside of Taipei. So if you're ever coming through here and you can get a flight through Songshan, it's going to be a little more convenient for you. But yes, you can see, look at the density. People here are used to living in smaller places. And I know people, especially in North America, are used to having big houses. Maybe two people live in a big house, and that just doesn't happen here. Many people live in apartments. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, my friend. So, you know, this is the way people live here, in smaller places. And people, to be honest with you, people are outside more. They don't, maybe not tend to be inside as much because of the weather and the culture as well. There's lots of things to do outside. There's lots of, in Taipei, there's lots of night markets. You know, shopping is usually open till 10 at night in most instances. So lots of people like to be outside and socializing in these different environments. And you know, the culture is fashioned around that. So people are used to living in these smaller spaces. It's not a big deal. And people do entertain in the home, but maybe not so much. Maybe you meet friends for dinner somewhere, and that's how you entertain. What's my favorite food in Taipei so far? Oh my God. Well, there's so much I like. And it's not stinky tofu, to be honest with you. I've tried it. It's okay. Boy, there's so many things. I love xiaolongbao. I love shuijianbao. Shuijianbao is one of my favorite street snacks. Oh, Happy New Year to you, Dallas. And shuijianbao is this like a dumpling, and it's soft and it's fried on the bottom, so it's crispy on the bottom, and then inside there's different things. I don't eat meat, so I'll get usually the one with cabbage or leeks in it, and I really like that. That's one of my favorite street foods. And I like the fried squid, and lots of different things. They have because people love Japanese culture here and Japanese food. I eat a lot of Japanese style food as well, but I love the noodle dishes here. The only problem I have is I have to make sure that they don't put pork in it, because in Taiwan they put pork in almost everything. So if you're a vegetarian and you come here, you just have to be mindful of that. But the other side of it is that there's lots of these wonderful vegetarian buffet places here, and you can go and fill your plate, and it costs less than $3 sometimes to eat a really tasty vegetarian meal. What's your favorite Taipei? What's your favorite food in Taiwan? Why don't you tell me what your favorite is? I like this view too, because you get the mountain, you get the sense of the geography of Taiwan from this view. I think, you know, it really sums it up. It's the people below and the mountains above. You're surprised to see me back in Taipei. Really? Oh, I love Taiwan. It's my base. It's where I can come and I can wind down from all of my crazy traveling. You were here a month ago. Oh, well, what was your favorite food? Tell me. But I like this view, because this really does kind of sum up what Taiwan is about. Now, Taiwan has some very tall mountains as well. Green onion pancakes. Oh yeah, those are good. There's another thing I really like too. And I went to one of my favorite night markets the other night, and the guy wasn't there. But it's a green onion bun, and it's fried, and then on the inside there's green onions and leeks, pepper buns. Oh, cool. Beef noodle. Yeah, that beef noodle is one of their biggest dishes here. But I don't eat beef, so I've never tried it. But I do like the noodle dishes here. I love noodles here. I love the sesame noodles, and I'll eat the soba that they have here. They make really good soba here. Lots of Japanese restaurants here. Lots of Japanese businesses here. So there's department stores here that are Japanese based, and they have lots of food courts, and the food courts are really good. They're not like some of the shopping malls you go into in United States or Canada. Like, it's really tasty food. It's not just fast food. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you so much. Give me a shout out where you are if you're just joining me on the 89th floor here of Taipei 101 on New Year's Day. Happy New Year. Jinyan Kuai Le. And one more look. And they have gift shops here, of course. And when you leave here to go back on the elevator down below, you're forced to walk through this big, huge gift shop area. It's kind of like Las Vegas when you're there, and they force you to walk through the casino to get out. Hello, Richmond, Virginia. Din Tai Fung. Yes, haven't been there in a little while, but I love Din Tai Fung. Mango ice cream and beer drink. Yeah, there was somebody had the mango ice they have here. That's a very big dish because mangoes aren't in season right now, so maybe not so good. It's good to have it when they're in season. And one more view before I go from Taipei 101, the 89th floor. Thank you so much for joining me here. Happy New Year. Jinyan Kuai Le. And Body, Heart, Spirit. Hello. Yeah, it's been nice. I always like coming up here and sharing this view with everybody, and it gives you sort of a sense of what at least this part of Taiwan is all about. It's completely different from the south, I will tell you. Oh, you're welcome. It's completely different. Happy New Year to you, Body, Heart, Spirit. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. It's very different from the south. So if you come to Taiwan, you have to see both. You have to see the north, and you have to go visit the south because they're completely different. They're both good, but in different ways. And this is the north. This is northern Taiwan. This is Taipei. This is the international city. This is the biggest city in the country, and the cultural center of the country, and pretty much the art center of the country. And but there's just so much more to see here. And I'm going to be uploading some video up on my podcast. I'll put that up later today on New Year's Eve at Taipei 101, so I hope you check that out. And you can just go to my website, FarEastAdvTravl.com, to see it, or you can subscribe to my podcast, Far East Adventure Travel, and coming soon in 2016, very soon, Far East Adventure Travel audio podcast. So thank you so much for joining me here in Taipei, at 89th floor, Taipei 101. This is John Sabo. 谢谢, bye-bye.